Hi, I'm David Meinz. If you want your brain to perform at optimal levels, regardless of your age, there's a lot you can do. Today we'll look at just a couple of those ideas. First, take care of your heart. 2 out of 3 Americans over age 60 have high blood pressure. Your doctor refers to it as hypertension, but it really has little to do with being tense. You really can't tell if you have high blood pressure just by how you feel. Officially, if your blood pressure is 120 over 80 or higher, you have high blood pressure. But today we're really trying to help people prevent it so that even if your blood pressure is just a little over 120 over 80, we aggressively try to bring that number down as well. Your target is to get your top number below 120 and your bottom number below 80. We no longer tolerate just a little high blood pressure. Even people in their 50s are at a higher risk of dementia later in life if they have just slightly elevated blood pressure. Secondly, stay socially connected. In our electronic culture, it's easy to become isolated. Remember, your Facebook friends may not be that good of friends. Studies show that the more actually connected you are with your community, the better your mental health. One study that looked at over 800 older adults found that those who were active on a regular basis in activities that were both intellectually challenging and had a social component had the best chance of avoiding dementia. Now, you certainly don't have to be a social butterfly and stay out every night till midnight. But it turns out that it's true that people really do need people. We are social creatures, and our mental health, to a large degree, depends on healthy relationships with other people. So join a club, volunteer, be active in your church or synagogue, and stay connected. Make new friends and reconnect with old ones that you've lost touch with. Your brain will be stronger because of it. Next, learn how to manage stress. Less stress is good when it comes to the health of your brain and your memory, too. When you have stress, your body produces extra amounts of a hormone called cortisol. High levels of cortisol, especially over time, can hurt the connections between nerve cells. When those nerve cells are in your brain, that can mean trouble. Sometimes you can't do anything about stress. Bad things happen to good people. But you can do something about how you react to it. One of the best things that will help you deal with the stresses of life is the miracle medicine called physical activity. If exercise was a pill, everybody would take it. A lot of people have found it's the very best way for them to deal with the stress in their lives. And of course, it's just plain good for you, whether you have stress or not. And finally, don't forget the importance of sleep. It's not just wasted time. A lot of important things go on in your body when you're sleeping. You know sleep is important. Your body tells you that when you don't get enough. And too little or too much can affect how you function when you're awake. We have every reason to believe that it can affect the function of your brain as well. Before the light bulb was invented, the average American got 9.5 hours of sleep a night. 9.5 hours. You probably don't get that much. So how much sleep do you need? You've heard it before. About 8 hours a night is good for most people. Not 6, not 7, 8. Of course, it's important that you prepare for a good night's sleep. The room should be cool, dark, and quiet. I find I'm very sensitive to noise personally. That's why I wear earplugs at night. It makes all the difference in the world. A regular bedtime seems to help as well. And remember, you should never watch television in your bedroom. You don't need to be seeing the latest news about wars and terrorists and politicians just before you try to go to sleep. The bedroom should be used for sleep and one other thing. Here's hoping your brain is still good enough to remember what that is. I'm David Meinz. I'll see you next time.